one trip changed the whole trajectory of my life 2 years ago. There was a point in time where I was living with my parents and I wanted to move out so bad. I wanted to be out on my own. I wanted to know what it felt like to have your own place, to not have to feel like you're in your own prison. And little did I know I was being prepared for this one trip, this one spiritual retreat. But I kept asking myself throughout the whole process, why have I not moved out yet? Why am I not there yet? What am I doing wrong? Where am I making a mistake? And I didn't trust it. I didn't know, and maybe all of you can relate, that I was being prepared for something bigger. That I was being prepared for what I actually wanted. But in those moments, you question it because you think you should already be there. You think you should be in point A, but you're still in point C. But what I realized was I was being prepared for that trip so that I could actually have what I want. And in every stage, in every phase of your life, you're always being prepared. No matter how bad it gets, no matter how afraid you get, no matter how bad it looks, it's always for a higher purpose. It's always because you're ascending, you're expanding, you're growing. Your spirit knows exactly what you need for the next phase. And when I was ready, perfect timing, that trip came. I drove to Sedona, Arizona in my car, first road trip ever. I went through the 4-day retreat and I never went back to Chicago. All I had was my luggage, my car, and this dream of being a spiritual entrepreneur. And if it wasn't for everything that I went through and my parents, I wouldn't have been ready. I wouldn't have been ready to make that transition. And every transition is challenging. It makes you question your faith in yourself and your path. But always in retrospect, you get to see that you could always trust it. You could always trust everything that you're going through. It's not happening just to make you suffer or for any negative reason. And once I made this transition, I stayed in Sedona. I started traveling. I was experiencing all of Phoenix, all of Scottsdale, right? These cities around it, these cities in Arizona. I went to a city called Flagstaff and I stayed there for 1.5 years. And I was able to find aspects of myself that I didn't even know were there, that I couldn't have found back at home. But again, I wasn't ready to find them up until that point. And I didn't trust that. Maybe there's points in your life where you think, again, you should already be at point X, but you don't trust your current phase. You don't trust where you're at now. Something is wrong with where you're at now. You're doing something wrong. And I'm letting you know nothing is wrong. Everything is right if you trust it. I almost even regret not being more present back in my parents because I wish I would have enjoyed them so much more. And the family time and the dinners and all that I don't have anymore. I have to go back to Chicago in order to experience that. And you get to realize as you bring awareness to these past stages of your life that you thought would last forever, that you thought were so torturous, right? You get to realize that it was all a gift. It was all a gift, and you could always trust those times and enjoy them. Just how you can enjoy right now, no matter where you're at. You can enjoy these times, even if they're times of pain, times of defeat, times of failures. It's really just times of learning, times of experiencing more of yourself, going deeper into yourself. But you can trust it. You can trust it. When I was in Flagstaff, I got scammed over $3,000 trying to find a place here in Austin, Texas. $3,000 that I didn't have. And a couple months before that, I paid $5,000 for a course that I didn't know they were going to charge on a certain credit card. And then I had to pay $2,000 for a U-Haul. And I broke down. Like, what am I going to do? I don't have this money. But because of all those things that happened simultaneously, it forced me to go out there and get stuff done. But I didn't trust it in the moment. Why would I, right? It seemed so negative, so bad. But it forced me to become even more of who I wanted to be. It forced me to evolve. That pain, that when your back's against the wall, that frustration, it was all part of the transition to get me here, to take me here right now, so I can be sharing this with you, to let you know that you can trust everything that's happening in your life. Keep walking the path. There was a shaman in Costa Rica that told me less than a year ago, walk the path just to walk, not for the immediate reward. When you don't care about the reward and you're just walking, you're sharing your gift, you're living your purpose, you'd be surprised how much you can trust. So with all that being said, nothing is wrong and everything is right. Keep going. Keep going. You'll find what you're looking for. You'll find yourself. You'll find that missing piece. But don't think something is wrong with where you're at right now. Your current stage is perfect for your expansion. Thank you for listening.